Good evening, Thunder fans. We welcome you into St. James Academy for another EKL battle between the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest and your St. James Academy Thunder. The Thunder picked up another huge conference win last Friday at Miege to put themselves firmly into the driver's seat at 4-0 midway through EKL play. They play host to Blue Valley Northwest, and this game just means more for St. James.
The elephant in the room is clear. This marks Reagan and Kyra Becker's first time back in the Thunderdome. I heard from Reagan and Kyra this week, and they said it's always fun facing off against old teammates, but it's just another game they are focused on winning. Reagan Becker has posted 9 double-doubles this season and proves why, as a Central Missouri commit, she can play with the best of the best. There's no question about her scoring ability, with her being a sharpshooter from beyond the arc. During her time at St. James, she led the Thunder in every statistical category except 2, and they know exactly what to expect from her. The Thunder must keep their eye on Riley Edwards, who has 10 games this season in double figures. Edwards can attack the rack and is great off the bounce. Tonight is a familiar matchup for both respective programs, as many players share close relationships, as Coach DDI has coached several of these players at Kansas Elite. The connection between these two teams adds a unique dynamic, which leads to both sides being fired up about this one, Zach.
Thunder have been red hot recently, and they will have to continue that tonight against a talented and upset-minded Huskies team.
The Thunder picked up a critical win on Friday over Bishop Miege to move to 4-0 in the EKL standings. The standout performance came from senior leader Elle Robinson. Robinson went a perfect 6 for 6 from the floor, but it wasn't just her scoring that made the difference. We have seen Robinson dish out some impressive assists this season, and she continued that trend, finishing with 6 assists on the night. Her ability to get her teammates involved is huge because it gets everyone rolling. As someone who's watched a lot of Thunder basketball over the years, from Faith Hawthorne to Riley Bruggeman, I can say St. James is playing the best team basketball I have seen in a very long time. But tonight, St. James can't afford to underestimate the Huskies' scoring ability. If they control the pace in transition and play as a unit, they should be in good shape to hand the Huskies their 11th loss on the season.
Should be a good one we have on tap for you guys. St. James and not St. Thomas Aquinas, Blue Valley Northwest, right up next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
James Academy. Tonight's game features the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest and the Thunder of St. James Academy. Please assist us in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship by keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, and wholesome competition. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand for our prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord, for the gifts of our athletic abilities that bring us to this event. Bless these athletes, protect them from injury, and help all who gather around this court to enjoy the traditions of competition and sportsmanship. May St. James the Greater help us to be victorious over all our difficulties and lead us to be witnesses to your love. In your name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First,
as we meet tonight's players, what are your keys to the game, Mary Claire?
Zach, you and I both know how impressive the Thunder's defensive intensity has been since their return from the holiday break. The first couple of games, they didn't show it, but they really turned things up in the second half of the Topeka-Seaman game earlier in the year. That momentum carried over into their huge wins over Aquinas and then Liège. The key has been their defense. Yes, Vietti's been applying fantastic pressure on guards, but Albright has been doing her job getting weak side help. It's all about the 5 players on the floor doing their job on the defensive end. That is what Coach Snell has preached since day one. Defense first, offense second. And we saw that mentality in action during their win over Aquinas. The Thunder turned steals into transition buckets all game long, and the numbers don't lie. St. James is averaging 11 steals per game, which leads to around 22 potential transition points. If they continue to shut down key players, with tonight being Becker and Edwards, there's no reason why they aren't capable of beating the Huskies by 20 and walking away with their 5th straight win. Thunder on a 4-game winning streak right now, Zach. They're 4-0 in the EKL. Tonight's another EKL opponent. They got to get this win.
Absolutely. I'm noticing early, just as we're about to tip the ball off, Northwest is kind of lacking for size, at least in the starting lineup. So that's going to have to be something St. James looks to exploit.
That's exactly what you said. This Huskies team is undersized. Reagan Becker is the tallest at 6'1".
Will be Ireland Sullivan jumping with Riley Edwards to start, and it will be Huskies ball. Elis driving, some contact, but no call. Thunder moving the ball up in transition.
Good defense there from Emmy Albright, staying straight up. Could have easily put her hands down, but didn't. And you see number 1, Kyra Becker, guarding Tegan Vietti. Kyra Becker, when she was at St. James, probably the best defender the Thunder had.
Early 3 from Sachs is off the mark. Offensive rebound, Vietti. Blocked by Becker. The Huskies come away with it.
Early see this, Zach. Ireland Sullivan guarding the ball here on Riley Edwards.
Still scoreless a minute into this first quarter. Elis tries getting it over to Edwards.
And that's that weak side help we're talking about there. Ireland Sullivan could have easily sagged back, but she was in that weak side help, getting that crucial deflection there.
Elis driving once again. Can't find the cutter. Out to Becker. Guarded by Robinson.
Robinson has to have a hand in Reagan Becker's face all night long, and she just did there.
The contest and the defensive board. Sachs bringing it up the floor.
They know Reagan Becker can shoot it from deep, only shooting 27% this season.
Sachs, nice move. Drives in. Too strong off the glass.
Good drive there from Sachs. Tried to use her outside hand, just couldn't put it in.
Drive from Elis. A foul will be called. Emmy Albright with the reach. Nope, it'll be Sachs called for the foul.
Elis is a great player, an athletic player off the bounce tonight for the Huskies. And she also plays softball as well, so she's an athletic guard out here.
Edwards thinks about the three. Gets it to Becker. Cross court to Numrich. Pump fake driving and deflected out of bounds by Robinson.
Once again, we're seeing the defense already early here. All 5 players for the Thunder in their weak side help defense to get these deflections.
Northwest gets the pass in. 15 seconds remain on the shot clock.
Good on-ball pressure there from Stella Sachs.
Becker, nowhere to go with the ball, gets it back to Elis. 5 seconds to shoot. Becker dishes it down to Edwards, finds the paint, or finds the block, and gets the 2 as the shot clock expires. Great play by the Huskies there.
That's what Reagan Becker does. She's a team player. She gets her teammates involved and just found the weak spot in the defense. Edwards finishes the easy 2.
Sullivan knocks down a 3, her first attempt of the night.
Yeah, Ireland Sullivan, her 12th made 3 on the season, shooting 37%. Albright just with a great kick-out pass. Edwards way too late. She buries it.
Love the confidence there to start this game from the sophomore. So Thunder back on the defensive end. Elis a 3, won't go. Vietti out up ahead. Can't finish with the right. Rebound Sullivan. And a jump ball will be called on the contest by Kyra Becker. The ball will remain with the Thunder.
Unfortunate there for Sullivan. She had it up, but then she brought it down her knees. There's no way she's getting it up after that. Inbound play here for Sachs. Blue Valley Northwest is coming off a 55-22 win to Blue Valley West on Friday night, and they lost to Aquinas earlier in the season, 55-49. So both of these teams have faced the Saints.
Inbound into Vietti. Robinson gets it cross court to Sullivan. Vietti open look, just short. But Sullivan is there for the rebound and the putback. 5-2 Thunder.
That's why you follow the basketball. Sullivan thwarted herself at the hoop.
Becker and Robinson, a matchup long been awaited. Numrich gets it over to Kyra Becker.
Reagan Becker wants to shoot this ball, and she will.
Just short, very similar to her first shot attempt.
When you see players like that keep dribbling right in front of their body, they want to have an ISO moment, and just good defense, a good box out there from Sullivan.
Rebound, inbound into Edwards, and she buries the 3.
Great play call there from Coach Piggy. Just a simple screen down on the baseline. That leads Edwards wide open in the corner. She knocks it down.
That evens the game, and now some full court pressure being shown by the Huskies. And they will force the turnover via jump ball.
That's that defense we're talking about. All 5 players doing their job here. That's weak side, on ball. Caroline Rieger enter this game here for Tegan Vietti.
Becker to Becker. Edwards thinking about popping another 3. Gets it back out to Becker, who is fouled. Driving the paint. Be Ireland Sullivan's first foul of the game.
Just a little too much hands there from the Thunder defensively.
Edwards called or draws the foul yet again, and Ireland Sullivan has 2
And
only midway through this first quarter.
And that's big for the Thunder because she has all 5 points right now for St. James. You see the senior Mally Ersick check in here. And Mally Ersick and Riley Edwards play on the same AAU team for Kansas Elite, so they know each other's games.
Edwards throws the ball away there, and the Huskies jump right back into this full court press look.
And they do this all game long, especially since it's tied right now, as well as the boys team you'll see later tonight. They love to press. And why not do it when you have 2 non-starters? And not saying that Caroline Rieger and Mally Ersick aren't capable. They are. They both play AAU, but you might as well just do it.
Anything to tire out the opponent, especially here early in the game. It's been dominated by defense already. Great ball movement for the Thunder. Finds Albright, the easy jumper in the middle. Thunder by 2.
Yeah, terrific ball movement there for the Thunder. Emmy Albright gets on the stat sheet with 2. When they faced the Saints 2 games ago, Emmy Albright had her season high 17 points on her 17th birthday. Those were 17 key points for St. James to get that win.
Edwards draws foul on the 3rd consecutive possession. Starting to understand Huskies' offensive philosophy here.
Riley Edwards only shooting 71% from the line this season. She gets that one to go. Dahl checking in here for the Huskies. She's a really great player, really athletic player out here. When I used to go to the gym to shoot baskets, she's always hooping there with her dad, so she has many, many reps. Watch out for her.
Edwards gets them both to fall. Thunder looking to sustain some offense here. But first, got to get it across half court, which Sachs does. Great cut by Robinson, and she will be fouled by Becker.
Perfect cut there from Elle Robinson, just going right down the Huskies' throw. Unfortunately, cannot finish that one. You see the baseline drive there from Rieger. Then 3 Huskies there just can't, and takes the foul is Robinson. She'll go to the line.
Robinson sinks the first of 2.
Robinson only shooting 69% from the line this season. She gets downhill, and that's really important for the Thunder.
Knocks down the second as well, and the Thunder trying to keep this lead, maybe build from it. Haven't been able to do so yet tonight. Huskies been going stride for stride with the Thunder. Dahl over to Becker.
No one was moving there offensively as Coach Piggy just yelled at his team. They got to move on offense. Everyone just standing around, partially why they have that turnover.
That's exactly what the Thunder defense does.
And both of these teams are known to turn the ball over. Both of these teams have 14 per game. And it's going to be the team who takes advantage of those turnovers.
Ersick finds Ruger. The kick out. Sachs drawing defenders. Finds Albright. Stripped away. Blocked by Kyra Becker. Great play there on the defensive side of the ball for the former Thunder star. And Reagan Becker called for the travel.
Reagan Becker just cannot get anything going right now. Thunder really just locking her down. She's averaging a double-double on the season. She has 0.
Bit of a flustered start to the game for both teams, honestly. 3-point attempt. Emmy Albright off the mark.
Good shot selection there from Albright. She was open, might as well just shoot it. Ersick just cannot hold that rebound quite in.
Becker tries getting it across court, stolen away by Robinson, and Sachs. Chaos under the rim. Elle Robinson ends up with the 2 points in her lap. Huskies blocking every shot the Thunder try and put up. But St. James with a lucky break.
Definitely chaos under the rim there. I'm just happy we finished that easy too. But sometimes you see the Thunder miss those, and we cannot afford to miss those right now in this 4-point game.
Thunder defense suffocating the Huskies here.
Another
turnover forced by Ruger. 2-on-1 opportunity here, and Ruger finishes easy with the right. Thunder by 6, 13-7. Huskies will look to take the last shot. About 18 seconds left in this first quarter.
Thunder got to be poised right here. This is the end of the quarter. Can't get away any silly fouls.
Becker trying to get to that spin. Will be called for the foul is Robinson.
Got to just stay straight up there if I'm Elle Robinson. Don't want to pick up an easy one right before the end of the quarter, especially with Sullivan with those two. See that block there from Becker. Then another block from Reagan Becker, and then finally Elle Robinson can finish it in the paint.
Staying out of foul trouble has to be paramount for the Thunder here tonight, especially seeing Reagan Becker and Riley Edwards' foul drawing ability in this first quarter on full display as Becker knocks down them both to cut the deficit to 4.
Her first points of the night as well, Zach.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. 3 seconds to go in this first quarter. Thunder looking to get a good shot off. Long pass, stolen away. The Huskies will get the stop. End of the first quarter, St. James 13, Blue Valley Northwest 9.
Thunder is doing a great job on the defensive end, which leads to transition buckets. Caroline Rieger gets her 2 points to go. Thunder up 4 right now over the Huskies.
The Catholic faith to the next generation, to develop the minds and hearts of young people, to know truth, choose good, and live virtuously. This is St. James Academy.
Coach Jeff Piggy has made a strong impact at Blue Valley Northwest in his first year as head coach. After 12 years as an assistant at Raytown South High School, he brought valuable experience to the Huskies and is doing a great job leading the team this season. They're 9-10 so far on the season, and 4-5 on the road.
Huskies, like the Thunder, have been playing hot of recently, sitting at 3-1 in conference play, I believe. Very surprising to play that well in this league and have the rest of your record look the way it does. Thunder can't get a shot to fall. Becker controls the board.
Strong board there from Reagan Becker. She's averaging 10 of those a game this season.
Gets it back. Gets into the lane. Back out to Edwards. Doesn't get the shooter's roll. Vietti pushing the ball up ahead. Looking to get the easy 2.
Vietti definitely wanted to finish that one. Huskies just poor transition defense there. I mean, no one was stopping ball. That's the first thing you got to do. Stop ball. No one was doing it. Vietti just can't finish the layup, but she's got the next one.
A bit of confusion on the defensive end for the Huskies there. Numrick kind of just let Vietti go, but Becker there to make the stop. Huskies leave pass short. The St. James Thunder give it right back. Kyra Becker, impressive scoop layup with the left.
That's Kyra Becker's favorite move right there. We saw that when she was at St. James. She loves that move, and most of the time finishes that one.
Sachs driving, kick out to Simmons.
Simmons just brings a different energy to the floor for the Thunder. She loves to shoot threes, but watch out for that. But she's been working on her downhill game.
Sachs short from three. Numrick with it, ahead in transition for Northwest. Driving all the way around, tries with the right, and will be fouled.
A lot of ball screen action the Huskies put for the Thunder there. Thunder going over the screens. See that poor turnover there from Caroline Rieger. Just like her to dribble it up the court. No reason to throw it away to Stella Sachs. Caroline Rieger is good enough of a player she can do that. You see Tatum Ganson come into this game. Kind of have a slow second half of the season for her. Can't really get any buckets to fall, but you got to definitely watch out for her from three-point land.
Numrick knocks them both down, extends Northwest to a 6-0 run. Has tied this game once again. The Thunder with it in transition. Sullivan sees Green, and she gets the two. No one home for the Huskies.
Yeah, once again, Ireland Sullivan. No one is in the paint to block her. So you know what Ireland Sullivan goes and do? She just goes finish that easy, too. She's got 7 of the Thunder's points.
Edwards on Vietti. Leaves the fadeaway short, and the Thunder once again pushing the pace. Swinging the ball all over the court. Eventually, Huskies get to it, and it is stolen away. Maybe one too many extra passes there for the Thunder.
Yeah, I would like, because you usually would say one more to the corner, like a little fake pass from Tegan Vietti, see if she can get that open look. Ganson just pushing the ball up the floor here, trying to get it to Ireland Sullivan. No one home, just like you said, Zach. No one is in the paint for Blue Valley Northwest, and Sullivan takes advantage. We're here at a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Piggy wants a timeout for Northwest here. Only trailing by 2, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Looking to drop a play to even the game once again. Both teams have fought so well on the defensive side of the floor thus far.
Thunder just really need to take care of those turnovers, especially when we get to the second half, because we cannot have that happen. Blue Valley Northwest getting easy transition buckets. And I asked Reagan and Kyra this week, what will be some keys for your team to get the win on Tuesday night? And they say play together as a unit and lean into each player's individual strengths. And we've seen a lot of that tonight. We've seen Edwards get some shots up. Both Beckers getting some shots up, as well as Newmark as well.
Huskies come out in spaced formation. Ball into Becker. Over to Edwards. Thunder on top of it. Becker's floater will not go. Off the rim 3 different times. And the Thunder pushing the pace. Emmy Albright too far. Steals the ball right back.
Unfortunate for Ganson. Would like her to go in for that layup. It was wide open.
Sachs trying to throw it over her shoulder there. Can't connect with anything. Northwest pushing right back. Blocked away by Albright. She's really doing it all right now for the Thunder.
That was a strong rejection there from Emmy Albright on the defensive end, staying straight up and getting that swatted away.
And the pace of this game continues. Vietti, contact on the drive, no foul.
I feel like she's had a lot of those tonight, Zach. I mean, she's gone up, but I feel like she's falling away a little bit. I feel like she should go up into her defender and try to get to the charity stripe. Deflection out of bounds there from Stella Sachs as Eels will come in here for Numeric. Ersic will check in as well for Ganson. Hansen with a strong defensive presence there, just couldn't really get it going like we were saying earlier on the offensive side of things. She'll take a seat. She will take a seat and come back better than ever as Riley Edwards knocks that triple down.
Riley Edwards' second triple of the game already, only halfway through the second quarter. And Albright will be fouled by Kyra Becker going for the steal. She obviously thought she stole it clean. And in comes Ireland Sullivan with those 2 fouls. Looking to regain the lead for the Thunder here as we near halftime. Yeti over to Ruger. Robinson, one more. The Yeti's 3 is just short. Rebound for Robinson. Sullivan tries a 3 and she bangs another one. 8 points in this first half for Ireland Sullivan.
No, that's her second 3 on the night for Ireland Sullivan. Only shooting 37% like we've seen earlier. Here's Stella Sachs. All starts on the defensive end. She'll go coast to coast against Reagan Becker, finishing that leg. That's Stella Sachs' first points of the night as well.
Getting the sense that defense for the Thunder is starting to overwhelm the Huskies here, as it often does. But Kyra Becker on that nice cut towards the basket.
No, that just
leaves me in my tracks, yeah.
Yeah, that cannot happen there for the Thunder. That was a face cut. That is a coach's worst nightmare. That can't happen, but they've got the next defensive possession.
Yeti, open look for 3. Still can't connect. Had a couple great looks tonight. Another blocking foul called on Sachs, just caught out of position.
See Tegan Vietti knocking that triple down. She had a hand zip. Never mind, sorry. Ireland Sullivan knocked down that triple, the second of the night for her. This great ball movement there for the Thunder, setting up their teammates for success. You saw Stella Sachs with that transition bucket, with that steal. Reagan Becker, good defense, staying straight up there. Stella Sachs just finishes it.
Limerick gets it into the block, swatted away by Robinson.
Great weak side help there from Elle Robinson, forcing that swat away. She says, not in my house tonight.
Unfortunately, Sullivan with a heat check was 2 for 2 on the night from 3 points, 3-point range until then. And she looks like she will go to the bench for half.
Good minutes from her tonight. Ireland Sullivan with 9 points on the night, doing her job on both ends of the floor, and she's getting rewarded on both.
Becker continues to struggle. Can't get the look to fall. Emmy Albright dishes to the corner. Ruger gets it back to Albright on the elbow. Just off. Rebound Edwards.
Got to make that shot there from Albright, just wide open, especially with this being a 2-point game. But we haven't seen Reagan Becker make a single field goal tonight. She's only gotten her points at the charity stripe.
Stolen away by Robinson, one-on-one with Becker, and she will finish.
And that's why you're not lazy defensively. She's in that defensive gap right there, and she's going to get rewarded all day long, and she's finishing them at the rack.
Thunder on a 7-2 run here in the second quarter. Huskies starting to look more and more flustered. Never mind, Reagan Becker goes up for the strong layup. You know she can do that. Just put it on full display. Tie game, 50 seconds left. And Coach Snell wants a timeout.
See that swat away from Elle Robinson. No way that's making it in the basket there for that Husky player. Right here, they feed it inside, but look, Robinson, eyes on the prize, she goes and finishes it. And the Thunder are coming off a huge win over Bishop Miege on Friday night, and I asked Coach Snell, what did you like about your team's effort? And he said they played really hard on Friday night. The girls stuck to the game plan and competed their tails off for each other, and that's what we've been emphasizing all night long, Zach. It's not just one person, especially this season for the Thunder. It's not just Ireland Sullivan. It's not just Elle Robinson. It's all 5 players on that court doing their job.
And their success has been largely in part to this defense that they've been so great at in past months. But one thing to keep an eye on, one of Thunder's best defenders, freshman point guard Stella Sachs, has 3 fouls here in the first half. So likely we'll see limited minutes, at least early in the second half for sure.
Stella Sachs only with 1 field goal tonight. She's trying to tack downhill, but definitely that size disadvantage for her personally, because you got Reagan Becker, she's 6'1", and then Riley Edwards is about 5'8". So they do have a little bit of height with those 2 players, but that's really it.
Still been able to get plenty of blocks. Seen more this game than I've seen in a lot of other games we've had combined. Scramble for the ball ends in a jump that favors the Huskies. Just 20 seconds remain in this first half. Shot clock will go off.
The physicality you see right there, Robinson getting on the ground. That's what she does. She wants to fight for that basketball. Huskies get it on the side.
Umrick gets it back to Becker. 11 seconds left in the half. Thunder lead by 2. Becker gets it stripped away. 4 seconds. Up to Ganson in transition. Tries the floater. Swatted away by Edwards. And your halftime score, St. James 22, Blue Valley Northwest 20.
Game full of defense tonight, Zach, and we're seeing it right now. Thunder up only by 2 right now over the Huskies. Huskies are playing great defense on the Thunder, but the Thunder really knocking down their threes, which is critical.
Yeah, we've seen so many times this season, Thunder play some teams close in the first half, and then that defense, their opponent, and their offense just gets even more and more lethal until end of the game.
They just got to keep it up defensively. That's going to be the key.
We'll now send you to TBN Pulse.
Hello Thunders, my name is Ben Mickelson. I'm coming to you from the Venerable Bishop Fulton J. Sheen production studio at St. James Academy. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 8 of TBN Pulse. In today's episode, Jack Dahlstrand interviewed TBN's commentator Salvador Valera on the new Marion Stadium. Jacob White gives us a look at Abe's son's famous talent. Caroline Zacharias produces a piece on teaching theater, and Valerie Venezuela has an interesting look at basketball. This is TBN Pulse.
I love Marion Stadium. It's an amazing stadium. They did a great job building it. It's really fun to kind of have your own stadium, especially for your senior year. You get to have home football games and stuff. We're not traveling. It looks amazing. I love the cross and stuff they added on top. It's really nice to get to have our own press box. So we get to just kind of leave our setup up there, so in our room. So whereas we would have to travel for home games, we'd have to go to Aquinas and set up in their booth. But now we kind of have a permanent home and a permanent booth. And, I mean, the view up there is great. It's one of my favorite things. It's great because we kind of have, like, a designated area now. We're not traveling, which was kind of the main thing with, like, the football team and, like, the band and us was we're traveling everywhere for football games and soccer games. We never had home setup. But now it adds a lot more professionalism to it, which is what we aim for, is giving like the most professional stuff possible. Yeah, the atmosphere it's amazing because for this upperclassmen, like the juniors and the seniors, this is like our first impressions of getting to have actual home games. And for the underclassmen, sophomore, junior, and freshmen, they kind of get to see this and live this for years to come. And for the freshmen, I mean, it's just a great time for them to be here because there's a lot of new stuff happening. I think it's only up from here. TBN's made a lot of improvements over the last, like just even when I joined last year. and started to do more, it's made a lot of improvements. Our broadcasts are getting better and better week by week, and it's able to feel more like a professional broadcast, which you see on like NBC or Monday Night Football or whatever you watch. Like, you get to see it feels more professional, and it's only getting better.
Thanks to Jack Daltran for that piece. And now on to Jacob White and a popular game with Popular Gamer.
To many, Clash of Clans, an online multiplayer strategy game, is just a way to have fun and relax. However, for St. James Academy senior Abe Sund, the game is much more than that. He began playing the game a few years ago, and since then he has perfected his strategy and has managed to attain a position coveted by many unemployed men in their 20s. First in the world in Clash of Clans.
Yeah, so it took a while. It took a lot of time and consideration, I guess. A lot of, not necessarily playing the game, but just thinking of a strategy that works pretty much through any base. And then I ended up finally coming up with one. So after those couple days of thinking of it, it just kind of flew pretty naturally. Yeah, just executed it each time.
Despite Abe's current skill at the game, his gameplay hasn't always been so dominant. See, Abe plays strategies which aren't meta. This means that he has to develop his own methods to take down opponents. This may seem like a lot of unnecessary work, but although playing non-meta strategies is a lot harder, opponents will have a harder time beating them, since they don't know what to expect. Early in Abe's Clash of Clans career, his anti-meta strategies were often flawed, which caused him to lose very frequently. However, since he developed his own niche strategies, he soon gained more skill than many players who mindlessly played the game. Abe has since perfected these strategies, which has allowed him to attain his monumental position in the game. Unfortunately, Abe's future in Clash of Clans is appearing dimmer and dimmer with each passing day. Because he is an AP student and a cross-country captain, it is difficult for him to keep up with the game's constantly evolving strategy. On top of this, many of his opponents are unemployed and therefore have much more time to play the game than he does. Thankfully, Abe is not planning to go to college and instead will spend his time in his parents' basement playing this game for the rest of his life. So, it appears our champion of Clash of Clans is here to stay for the foreseeable future.
Don't quit your day job, Abe. And now, a student-produced commercial for one of our sponsors.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
Welcome back to TVN Pulse. Now we will take a deep dive into theater and get an inside look into a student athlete, if you can call it that, here at St. James.
I think just like the culture of the school the most. It's like pretty reliable as far as like how supportive it is, like from teachers and students alike. Like, yes, of course, sometimes, you know, you're working with high schoolers, you have your ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I think the high schoolers here like really look out for each other and look out for the teachers, and like that's been really special. I'm pretty impressed with how faithful like the students are, and especially when it comes to like the theater department, I wasn't sure how to lead like a theater group in the faith. I think I was so scared of like saying something wrong or what, you know, like whatever. So I put students in charge of it. I'm just kidding. But a lot of the times it's like senior leadership who help like lead like our retreats or like our prayers. And just like seeing them step up into that leadership role and take it so seriously and so reverently has helped me grow in like my own faith to be more like childlike with God and more open and just brave, I think, in the faith. Yeah.
One of Mrs. Wright's favorite spots at school is the chapel.
If I'm able to like make it to like daily mass, that's always just like a great tone to set for the day. It's so peaceful, and then you get into the chaos of high school, but like it's truly one of my favorite places. I also love my office, honestly, where it's just like, it has like Christmas lights and just like kind of helps me recenter, refocus before I have to like go out and do all the things, because we're on mission here and it requires a lot of energy. So it's good to like recenter ourselves and remember what's important, and that's God.
My name's Angelina, and I'm a part of the WNBA. Actually, you might not know this, but I'm not part of the WNBA. But to be honest, I don't really know why they haven't put me in the WNBA. I have some pretty amazing skills that Caitlin Clark could never do.
Thank you to all our student producers. I'm Ben Mickelson, and thank you for watching TBN Pulse. Go Thunder, and God bless.
From Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello.
We welcome you back. Second half of action here at St. James. Thunder hold a 2-point lead after a kind of lousy first half by both teams, but great defense played and great effort all around for the Thunder. Just got to see some more shots fall here in the second half.
Yeah, I agree. Offensively, it didn't look great, but defensively, it looked really well for the Thunder. And Coach Snell said that his team needed to understand they could not hang their hats on something that is sustainable to see where they are trying to go, which is obviously the state championship game. Their leaders on their team have bought into competing on the defensive end every night, and it is contagious, and we are seeing that play out right now. And it's taking all 5 players defensively being in those gaps, being weak side, having their hands up, not down, so they can get those steals, which leads to transition buckets. Like we were saying, they average 11 steals per game, and that leads to potentially 22 points in the Thunder of 22 points right now, Zach.
The Thunder start with the ball here in the second half. Robinson guarded by Edwards. Tries to get the feed into Sullivan, fouled by Becker.
See a little friendly competition there. Both Becker sisters were right there on Ireland Sullivan, and they told me it's always exciting to play against people you know, excited to see all the old teammates, but in reality, it's just another basketball game. You got to go out and win.
Sullivan, great cut. Albright just puts a little bit too much on it and loses it off a back rim and will be called for the foul on Kyra Becker.
Good thought there from Emmy Albright. Just couldn't get the speed right on that pass. Want to see Tegan Vietti get it going here. Hasn't made a field goal tonight. She's had many opportunities too. She earned all-tournament team in the Tonganoxie Invitational earlier in the year, so we know she's capable of it. And she is contagious on the offensive side of things, but that all starts with her defense.
Thunder still with this relentless pressure. Numrick tries to get by it. Lots of contact with Robinson. No whistle blown. Albright, miscommunication with Vietti. Throws it out of bounds.
I mean, what a move there from Numrick. I mean, that probably should have been a foul. They didn't call it, so it goes the other way. But ball doesn't lie. It's given right back to the Huskies. It's good defense there, just a little too physical on Numrick.
Kyra Becker sizing up Vietti. Gets it into Reagan. Over to Numrick for three. Rattles in and out. Foul will be called on Edwards, going for the rebound.
Edwards just trying to put a little bit of spark to her team that really had to rebuild this year after they graduated. Gabby McFall, their leading scorer, with 16 points per game, and she got many second chance opportunities for this Huskies team. Last year as well, Molly Numerick had twin sisters, Abby and Ella, and they graduated as well. That's a lot of players missed, and those are key players as well for the Huskies.
Sachs into the game with those 3 fouls. Robinson tries her signature mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Sachs again from 3, and this time she buries it. Thunder by 5. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Stella Sachs gets her feet set, and she lets it fly. First 3 of the night, shooting 35% from beyond the arc this season, and she knocks that triple down.
Numerick called for the travel. A little bit of fire has been lit under the Thunder here.
And that's good. We need some offensive points right now. If I'm St. James, averaging 54 points per game, that's because they attack downhill and able to get to the charity stripe, and most of the time knock down their free throws.
Snell not pleased with his team's execution right now.
He's mad because they're not moving around on offense. They're just standing around. We need cutters in the middle as Sachs tries that corner 3. Can't knock it down. Need to have more movement right now on offense, more sense of urgency.
The ball definitely swinging now. Albright looks to drive with the left. 2 more for the Thunder. They scored the only 5 points of this second half. Huskies still scoreless on this end of the floor.
Thunder coming out of the locker room, being physical, attacking downhill, really catching Blue Valley Northwest on their heels. Tatum Ganson's going to come in for Tegan Vietti. Vietti hasn't really had her night offensively, but is getting it done on the defensive side of things.
Edwards tries to get it into Numerick. Can't get it in. Taken away by St. James. And good ball movement. Robinson to Sullivan
and
for 2 more. 9-point lead for the Thunder.
And that's team basketball right there. Sharing the orange ball out there. Coach Biggie is forced to call his first timeout coming out of halftime. You see Ganson forcing that turnover, pushing it up the middle of the floor. That's good she pushed it up the middle of the floor. You usually see players go out towards the sideline. If you push right downhill like she did, you're going to get an easy bucket, catch the Huskies off guard. Thunder up by 9 right now coming out of half.
That aggression I was talking about, this is where the offense really starts to get clicking. When they get out in transition, off those steals, great defense turns into great offense, and Thunder put it on full display in almost every game they've played this year. Look to carry this momentum out of the timeout, showing full court pressure.
And the Thunder really needed to step it up defensively because they lost a lot of their scorers like Reagan Becker and those that graduated. So they needed to step it up defensively, and they have done just that.
Becker, open look for 3, knocks it down, as she's done so many times in this gym before. Is a spark plug, that 3-point specialist that we all remember her to be.
And this can be dangerous when Reagan Becker gets hot. She stays hot. It's her first 3 of the night. You got to watch out for her. She can take over a game. And she's headed to Central Missouri next year to further her career.
Danson answers back with a 3 of her own. Thunder not having anything Reagan Becker has to say right now. And she gets it back, guarded by Robinson. Huge steal by Albright. Robinson in transition finishes over Becker. Thunder with their largest lead of the night at 11.
All starting on the defensive end, Zach. They're getting it done, forcing that double dribble from Riley Edwards. And here we go, Reagan Becker's 3, top of the key. Good contest there from Albright, just a better shot there from Reagan Becker. She plays for the best of the best with Della Lamb. She knows how to get it done. And there you go, right there. Here's Emmy Albright, top of the key once again. Robinson gets Edwards on her heels.
Becker tries getting it to Numerick. Numerick tries throwing it off of Albright. Ball stays in bounds. Once again, up ahead with the Thunder. Contact, but no foul called on Sullivan's layup attempt there.
Sullivan trying to draw the contact there. Officials won't have it.
Becker from 3 off to the left. And Robinson once again out ahead in transition. Ganson cannot secure it. There's tie up. Will be Husky ball.
Elle Robinson doing a great job right now for St. James on both ends of the floor with amazing dishes tonight and also critical finishes inside the paint. She went 6 of 6 from the field versus Miege on Friday night and finished with 13 points.
Yeah, it's rare you see a player in the paint playing lockdown defense and also leading the fast break charge nearly every time. The aggression and will to win is there for Elle Robinson, as it has been all season. The Thunder's most consistent performer by far.
And consistency, just like you just said, Zach. You got to have consistency if you want to play at the next level. She's a Benedictine signee going there next year, and she's going to give. She has all 3 levels of the basketball game, and she does that amazingly well. And the keys tonight, Coach Snell told me, is like this game is just like most of them in the EKL League, and it will require high level of physicality on both ends. We've already seen that, Zach, tonight on both ends, not just on the offensive side attacking downhill, but defensively. And they had to do a good job guarding their first shots like Reagan Becker and getting those rebounds, and that will really have them have a chance tonight to knock this one off, and they're already up right now.
Yeah, especially in this third quarter, Mary Claire. We've seen how lethal St. James can be on the fast break with Robinson, Albright, and Sullivan most of the times. Thunder looking to keep up this pressure they've applied all night. Becker has it, trying to work her way into the paint. Tough jumper, is short. Thunder up ahead. Elle Robinson, tough reverse layup. Long strides, gets it to fall. Thunder by 13.
What a finish. Elle Robinson with the Euro step and reverse layup. Okay.
Becker tries a deep 3 and gets it to go. Cuts the deficit to 10.
Becker clapping her hands. She wants to get back into this one. And we see great dish there from Sullivan. Coast to coast, right around Becker, off the glass. She's going window shopping tonight against the Huskies.
Just 2 college signees going at it here tonight. Sachs throws it away. Miscommunication with Sullivan. That's a duo we'll be hearing their name called for many years to come. Lots of room to develop.
For sure, always room for improvement. Here comes Riley Edwards. Reagan Becker wants the basketball right now in her hands.
The Huskies have scored 6 points in this third quarter coming out of halftime, and it has been all Becker.
And Eels right there, Zach, who's just not ready to shoot the ball. You see she just bobbled it up in her hands. You got to have your hands ready every time.
Ruger, her 3 hits. Thunder extending the lead to 13. Becker not getting any help, just pulls up from 3. She gets another one to fall. Now with 13 of the Huskies' 29 points, and that will be her 1,000th career point.
Good for Reagan Becker, well deserved. And kind of funny she gets it in this gym.
With 3 of her last 5 threes connecting as well. And a turnover by the Thunder. Becker trying to sway the momentum.
Here we go. Caroline Rieger, feet set in that left side corner, knocking down her 5th three-pointer on the season. That's what Caroline Rieger does. She hasn't had many minutes tonight, but when she gets into this game, she does make a difference.
Edwards bringing the ball up the court. Definitely looking to get the ball to Becker. Guarded by 2 St. James defenders. Will draw the foul and go to the line. Since having that rough start, has erupted here in the second half, especially in the past couple minutes.
And Coach Snell knows she can take over a game. That is nothing new to him. She shoots 84% from the line this season, 3 of 3 on the night.
Single-handedly clawing the Huskies back within striking distance of this game, nearing the start of the final quarter here.
And we knew coming into this game, Zach, it was going to be Riley Edwards and Reagan Becker. And the Thunder are doing a kind of good job containing them, but they're doing a good job of containing all the other players on the court, which is big.
They're making Becker become the superstar that she can be, but the Thunder are betting that she won't. Leaving it all to her. As she steals it away. 3 seconds, tries another 3. Just rims out. And after the Thunder were looking like they were going to pull away, Huskies fire back. Reagan Becker gets her 1,000th point in high school, most coming at St. James, and cuts the lead down to 8. We'll be right back with you here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Attention St. James Academy alumni. We know you've moved on to bigger and better things, but don't ghost us. The halls are still buzzing with spirit, laughter, and maybe a few rushing footsteps between classes. And we want you to stay part of it. Update your contact info so you don't miss any of the fun. It only takes a minute, and it means you'll never miss an excuse to come back, catch up with your friends, and show your school spirit. Scan the QR code and update your information today. We can't wait to see you around. Go ahead, scan the QR code, alumni.
We welcome you back. Final quarter of action here in this EKL matchup between St. James and Blue Valley Northwest. St. James has dominated most of the second half, but Reagan Becker has had something to say about it. 3 straight threes and 2 free throws, has all the Huskies points here in the second half. The Huskies showing a new 2-3 zone look, looking to slow down the Thunder in this fourth quarter.
Trying to force them shoot threes, but it's also key because you can get steals off this zone.
Vietti looks to fire from 3, gets it to fall. Thunder trying to keep that lead at double digits.
Vietti finally gets on the board, shooting 38% from 3 this season, and she just showed us why. Well, she's over 30% from 3 range.
Eels off the mark. Rebound Vietti. Ahead to Sullivan.
See right here, the Huskies tired defensively. They're not being as active as they were at the start of the third quarter, and that's partly why, because the Thunder are wearing them out.
Vietti fouled on the back tap by Kyra Becker.
Stella Sachs will exit this one.
Kyra Becker picks up her 3rd foul. Aggressive defense on both ends has led to a lot of fouls here in this game.
Got to find the weak spots right here. That's opposite block. Trying to play 4 out, 1 in right here. That's what the Thunder are looking for, this 2-3 zone.
15 seconds to shoot. Albright fires it over to Vietti. Thunder doing a good job at moving the ball, but just not getting anywhere until Albright with a nice cut to the paint. Almost gets the and one, but will go to the line for two.
Fantastic cut there from Emmy Albright. She could have easily just stood there and hoped for the best for Caroline Rieger, but we've seen all season long Emmy Albright is a team player. She wants to extend this lead for her team right now. She knocks that first one down.
This is exactly what the junior has done all season. As you said, anything the team needed, she'll step up when they need her. And she's done just that tonight. Thunder by 12, 6 minutes remaining.
And I've seen Emmy Albright grow. We played with each other. We always went to open gyms when we were in 6th grade. We always competed with each other, Zach. And it's just great to see her right now really competing out here and showing the reason why she does get this playing time. Because she had to sit behind many, many greats, not because she's not good, but because they were just playing great basketball.
Huskies almost lose the ball in transition. Yeti closely guarding Kyra Becker over to Edwards.
Great stance here defensively for Emmy Albright, not allowing anything from Reagan Becker on this possession.
Becker fights through the paint, and a foul will be called on the floor.
Thunder only up 12 right now, but you see Reagan Becker trying to take away this game from the Thunder at the under 6 minute mark here at St. James. Kyra Becker inbound it here.
Huskies, 12-point deficit. Riley Edwards has something to say about that as well. 9-point lead for the Thunder.
Edwards' third triple of the night.
Huskies finding the spark they need outside of Reagan Becker as the Thunder continue to struggle with this zone defense.
Only a 9-point game here. Need to finish that bucket. Rieger will with that beautiful step through. Great footwork there from Rieger in the paint.
Umrick secures it. Looks to reset the offense here. Edwards wants to try from three again.
See that great pass there from Ireland Sullivan. What a step through there from Caroline Rieger right by Edwards. She secures her 7th point of the night. Caroline Rieger doing a great job off the bench tonight.
After the turnover by the Huskies, Thunder have the ball. Robinson pressing up. Jumper off the glass, no good. Albright saves it inbounds. Vietti top of the key for three. Bang! Everyone's hitting threes tonight for St. James. And it's showing on the scoreboard. Largest lead of the night at 14.
It's a great shot there from Tegan Vietti. She's wide open, so she knows she should make that one. That's why she's not celebrating. Running down the court.
Another great defensive effort by Emmy Albright there.
Rieger forced to kick it out. One more pass there from Robinson. Thought Vietti was going to put the one more, but that's Tegan Vietti's 2nd three on the night.
Scramble for the rebound here. Robinson comes up with it. Jump ball will be called. Ball will stay with the Huskies.
Kyra Becker being physical on the floor. Thunder know that's the case. Robinson, she's been on the floor many times tonight as well with Albright. Scrappy players out here for the Thunder. That's what every coach wants. Kyra Becker missed Edwards. She was wide open right there in that corner. They set a screen for her, just didn't see it.
Yeah, they've been running that same inbounds play. I think I've seen that one at least 3 times tonight.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Thunder try to jump that one. Just missed an opportunity there, Northwest.
Looks like they're going to try and run it again. Just trying to get Edwards a look in the corner.
And you'd like Vietti just to jump that, Zach, because she knows it's coming.
Shot is tipped, deflected off Albright. Vietti has it.
This is where the Thunder got to be careful right now. Yes, you're up 14, but this can easily swing.
Beautiful move by Reagan Becker. 2 more and timeout Northwest. 12-point game, just under 4 minutes to play.
Reagan Becker is coming to play here in the second half. Trying to get her teammates involved as well in this one because she can't do it alone.
We'll be right back with you in the last 4 minutes of this game. Coach Piggy's had time to talk it over with his team, looking to cut this deficit down, coming out in a more different zone press than they showed before.
Weak spot right here is middle, and that's what Reagan Becker is covering right now. Caroline Rieger's got to be ready.
Gets it ahead to Albright. Reckless pass backcourt. Brought in by Numrick. Has the ball deflected out of bounds. Will stay with the Huskies. They forced the quick turnover.
Molly.
Exactly what you don't want to see if you're Coach Snell, coming straight out of the timeout into a turnover.
For sure. That's why you do conditioning right there. Don't want to get outran.
Edwards in the paint. Foul called on Sachs. Crowd doesn't like it.
Arlen Sullivan will come in here for Caroline Rieger.
So Ireland Sullivan with 4 fouls and Stella Sachs with 4 fouls. Thunder got to be careful here to just stay ahead and preserve this lead. Can let the shot clock run down.
Yeah, got to use it all. Set up your play at 10.
Thunder instead with a sense of urgency. Becker launches a pass ahead. Vietti barely tips out of bounds.
You got to use the shot clock to your advantage there, Zach, for the Thunder. I mean, you got to start setting up your play with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. I mean, yes, you're up by 12 right now. We just got to use it all.
Numrick into Becker. Edwards wants a 3, just off the mark. Rebound Robinson.
Edwards has 3 triples on the night. That's why she keeps shooting those threes.
Sachs gets it to Vietti. And now the Thunder looking to slow the pace. Nope. Wide open layup instead. Elle Robinson is there. Fight right through the zone and extend this lead to 14. Only 2 minutes remaining.
Thunder just doing a better job getting to the glass in the second half as Riley Edwards tries to do the same. And Robinson will haul it in.
The Huskies definitely feeling the sense of urgency, but scrambling to keep their composure. Definitely gassed out there with just 2 minutes left. Back tap out of bounds. Will remain Thunder ball.
See Ireland Sullivan come right back in the game here for Caroline Rieger, just switching that. She always just comes on the offensive side of things. See that great pass there from Stella Sachs, getting her teammate Elle Robinson involved there right on that offensive possession.
Robinson gets it into Albright. Right back. Vietti, top of the key. Looking to use up some more of that shot clock. Drives all the way in and gets the left to go. Thunder getting whatever they want right now.
Tegan Vietti just looking like the track star she is. No one can stop her when she's attacking downhill and finishes that easy too.
Kyra Becker for 3 hits, but might be thinking too little, too late for Northwest.
Northwest got to get some stops if they want to get back into this game, and we're already under 1 minute 30 as Coach Snell calls his timeout. Here's Tegan Vietti. Great screen there from Emmy Albright setting that up. No one can stop Tegan Vietti when she attacks downhill. She gets away with 3 Husky players right there, not even trying to stop her. They're in the gaps, so they're just not putting in any effort.
Now the Huskies run down the Thunder's pressure and pace.
Coach Piggy trying to draw something good up for his team. Reagan Becker and Kyra Becker's mom is the varsity assistant coach, first year with the Huskies. Coach Snell just really telling his team right now, don't foul. No reason to foul right now. You're up 13 in your own gym. Just stay straight up and you can get out of here with your 5-game winning streak and 5-0 in the EKL. Thunder have protected home court this season. 4-0 on the season at home.
Great memories of that win we had here just 1.5 weeks ago against Aquinas. Really hard-fought game.
And it really took everyone in that game, Zach. I mean, Emmy Albright, just what a game on her birthday. 17th birthday. Can't ask for anything more from her.
Thunder break the press. Can hold the ball for another 10 seconds more here. Leading by 13. Sachs driving in. Layup just short. Can't get it to climb the rim. Snell still not satisfied, up 13 under a minute.
He's not satisfied because he knows his team could be moving on offense. I would say that's really the big issue tonight. No one's moving on the offensive side of things, and you see Snell's not happy with that. Reagan Becker could not be wide open in three-point land, and she knocks that one down. Tied ball game, 10-point lead here for the Thunder.
And the Huskies scrambled to foul.
Thunder can take care of the basketball right here. They should be walking off with a win.
Huskies still 2 fouls away. Oh, Huskies foul to reset the shot clock. And the Thunder will likely dribble away the rest of the game.
They're going to use all their fouls to give here.
Gets the ball into Sachs. Looks like Northwest will allow St. James to dribble this one out. St. James will move to 5-0 in conference play. Well into first place as they stop Reagan and Kyra Becker's homecoming here in its tracks with a 10-point win, 52-42 over Blue Valley Northwest.
Thunder just extending their winning streak to 5 in this one. All-out team effort, huge win here at St. James High School with that 10-point win.
That's all we've got for you now. Boys game coming up shortly. See you later. God bless.